Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully, everyone is here ready for some more winners, some more NBA, NHL action. We have the day off today, but we do have the Final Four settled, Ramon. What a good game yesterday between Creighton and your Aztecs. They got the better of it. It was the defense, right? It held Creighton to almost, 3 for 12 in the second half. Pretty good deal, Ramon. I tell you, it was a good game. And then I really thought, Texas, I thought they, had it in the bag and let that one slip away from them too. But yeah, what a good March Madness. How are you today?
Well, hello to everyone and welcome to the morning steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Mindy Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott. Mindy, I don't think it was, I understand what you're saying, good games because we had one team come back and then it was close and Miami, the best team money can buy, gets it done and they advance. And then, our matchup, we took San Diego State, but
Right.
I was not feeling confident to going in. Yes, maybe because San Diego State was close, that maybe they could repeat their performance, and they did. But we saw a controversial ending, a good game from the standpoint that it was close, dramatic, but not a pretty game at all.
I mean, I honestly didn't find it to be too, it's a foul. I don't think there's any way that you can say that it's not, right? I don't think it's too controversial. I mean, it sucks that it was on the last play of the game, right? I mean, but I think they did the right thing.
And I don't even know, it certainly is easy to say because there's always contact, but could they actually go back, and then what the announcers are alluding to, you could go back to a dozen plays and see, could you really go back to a dozen plays and see a guy actually, seriously grab a hit, kind of look like a wide receiver, right? Kind of
right, not in the air, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean you could go back and say, hey, there was maybe blocking and charging fouls, right? That are probably more controversial throughout the game than that last one to me. I mean, he clearly knocked him off his pass. I don't think, or his path. I don't think there's any way that you can, say it didn't occur as much as you don't want it to, right?
And there wasn't a shortage of fouls called in the game. I mean, there was a lot of contact. There was a lot of fouls in the game. There were a lot of missed shots. I mean, that's what I thought. It was just painful to. I mean, on both sides. I wasn't, rooting against our selections in the game, and of course, we did pick San Diego State on the show. I had the total under as a premium. I don't know if
I did not. I actually, I thought this game was going to have that pace that we had talked about.
Okay.
I thought Creighton would go out there and run and gun. I mean, if you look at it, halftime it was on pace, right? But once you got into the second half, they got 5-8 minutes in, weren't scoring at all. Then I was kind of doomed there from the start. But I really did think Creighton would have to really move the pace in order to beat that team. And I think that was the case. It was just that the second half they went cold. Didn't hit any of their shots.
Well, I mean, I'm here watching just by my and talking to my, like every, just go, God, nobody can make these shots. Oh God, another missed shot. These guys can't shoot. Whatever.
Right.
Okay, good defense. I get it, but just I don't know. It wasn't, I was rooting, since I'm rooting for San Diego State, not just I was like, oh, can these guys make a shot? But they did make it in the end, and they'll advance to take on Miami. Jordan Miller of Miami, perfect on the day. Wow, 13 of 13 from the free throw line, 7 of 7 from the field. Just a great job. A historic performance. I call Miami the best team money can buy. I mean, they've got the big NIL booster, Mr. Ruiz, and I don't think it's a fluke now. I think Miami can compete if he's going to continue to support the programs like this. The women's basketball team as well. Even though the game against LSU, I don't know if you watched the women's action. And Miami's out, but they have a couple of high-profile NILers, and I also watched Iowa. They scored 97 points.
Right.
Caitlin Clark is a can't miss star, but we're down now to the final 6 teams. We'll find out 2 more teams tonight, Maryland and South Carolina. I think South Carolina probably will make it through. 14.5-point favorite. They haven't lost. They're great. But the other one's close, Ohio State and Virginia Tech. So check out the leaderboard video today, and I have a preview of the game of the women's games today. Yeah. Check out the leaderboard video. I have a pick in the game between Ohio State and Virginia Tech, and I also have a selection on the game between Maryland and South Carolina, and you'll find that on the sponsored video. So we got a little bit of women's coverage today,
Cool.
along with our short schedule here, Mindy. Today with just the 8 basketball and the 6 hockey. So I don't know if what else caught your eye in basketball. There was some late action last night in hockey. I said that I thought that the Blues and the Kings game might have 7 goals. I wasn't talking about one team with 7 goals. The late game last night, for anybody that didn't stay up, the Kings beat the Blues 7-6. Mindy, we got home somehow there with the
Blues, right?
It was 5-1 at one point.
Yeah, I mean, as luck would have it, sometimes, Ron.
And that's what I keep saying. These puck lines, the games just seems like they're always one goal games. I mean, Vancouver and Chicago wasn't, but you had Vancouver yesterday taking care of business in that one. We also had some other nice winners yesterday as well in the NBA. With the Chicago Bulls, but we didn't know that
we didn't know, right?
LeBron was going to make his comeback. Someone in the chat, I want to shout him out. I saw him mention, I hear whispers about LeBron, and I was not sure. So, but we still got it done. In fact, if anything, I don't know. I mean, look, we want LeBron in there, but he's, coming off the bench. It just seemed to be kind of a miss for the Lakers, so we were able to score there with the Bulls.
Yeah, even only having 3, we didn't even get the good number.
No, you're right. Well, here's the problem. We're going to go in the NBA in just a moment. I'll say hello to everyone, get the comments up there. But, today's NBA, kind of the same thing, Mindy. Each game, every game, all 8 games, you can point that is one superstar, and I'm not talking about some lingering injury where the guy's been on the injured list the whole season. If you go down this list, there's going to be one player at least in this game, all-star caliber player that's listed as, on the injured list today that is going to affect our handicap. That's the way it is. Now, granted, that is a lot of days, but I mean, I don't know if it's every day.
Particularly this day.
So let's say hello to a few people. It's a short show. We can get out of here, I think, in 45 minutes or so for sure with today's sports lineup. Adam was first today. He needs the NHL picks. That's nice.
We're here for you.
Hey, well, yeah. Premiums yesterday, Mindy. I swept the board. I'm very, very hot in NHL right now, but I swept the board in premiums yesterday with Arizona puck line, Toronto, Nashville under, and that Kings game over. Say hello here to Ferner. I'm sorry, Ferner. I didn't mean to do it like that where I said I swept and then show Ferner's stat. Let's get him some winners here today. He's already got a few on his own here. So I know I say, oh, thanks, Adam. Yeah, well, no, maybe no one likes us. Maybe that's it. They just watch the show and they're like, I don't really
like us.
Like these
people hate us, right? It's just kind of the way it is.
Well, I mean, they couldn't if they want, right? They might be like, great picks. Don't like these people, but I gotta watch.
Right.
Hello to Curtis. Joel Costa is here. Hello, Joel. I know we've said hello once or twice, but not
this early in the show, right? Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Okay. Ferner's got it. We could almost I don't know, Mindy. I don't want to give away any picks early, but the Mavericks, they're at the pace. There was an injury situation there, so maybe we can talk about it. But yeah, and he talked about this right here. The line flipped That's because the Pacers got steamed. We'll talk about it. Thomas Lewis here. And Dave is here today. He's like the Nuggets, unless we're getting Nuggets. And
Barbecue sauce.
Chris is already coming in with my favorite emoji. So, oh man, Pacers 1.5, huh? Okay. Chris says it was not a foul, that people grab the hip all the time when the player's up in the air, and it shouldn't. I don't know. Seemed like the shot went off to the left. The guy got grabbed. Okay. If that's what he was talking about. Yeah, Miami just went off, didn't they? So, yeah. And again, it's funny we talk about Cuban, right? How could a guy like Cuban, acquire a guy like Kyrie? It just didn't make sense. I mean, they're not out of the woods yet, but yep. When will they stop? Who is leading the Brown? Is that Butterscotch? Is that Butterscotch?
Must be. I haven't checked. I'm gonna say Tim if he's maybe I should check real quick, see how it looks.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that was. Oh, yes, I see now. Butterscotch on top with the 66 points. Yes. And
Oh, you got it up?
Yeah. Yeah. Butterscotch, Scott Smart, Ember Eldridge. I keep seeing Ember, and I wish I knew who that was. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your screen name. Does anybody know if that is someone who I'm embarrassed almost not to know if that is one of our people that has a screen name, and I'm not saying because Ember was leading the whole way, but Butterscotch.
I see
Hats
that.
off now. He's basically our third lead. I would say it was Ron early.
She's the only one with the chance with UConn there, huh?
Okay. Oh, sure. That does. I think that is. Yeah. I guess if they.
Yeah, it depends on if they win, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, it may be.
Well,
So
we have to see
I didn't look.
who the other
You
players
have
are.
one of the other. Yeah, you could have the other team is still alive. That's not your national champion. I didn't look that in depth. I'm right there with. Maybe I'll move up with UConn. I don't want to say that. I don't think we're ready to call it yet. And by the way, the lines. I mean, maybe we could say them that San Diego State they're favored to go to the national championship game. Mindy,
Yeah.
no matter how you slice it, right now, San Diego State favored by 2 to beat Florida Atlantic. I feel less confident about this game than I do about the Creighton game, and Creighton was favored in that game. Right now, I mean, Florida Atlantic just a really, really. I don't know. I feel like they can avoid that San Diego State situation, whereas maybe Creighton. Granted, they have a different style completely, but you see how San Diego State kind of dragged them into doing what they wanted them to do eventually. And the Miami game and Connecticut game, Connecticut is favored by 5.5 over Miami. Connecticut's having a great season. Miami's got a really good team. I like those points. I like those points, everybody. We'll talk. We've got a whole week. We have a show next Monday. We'll talk about it then. But, I might be on the dogs. So, all right. And hello to Cece. Brent Cook is here as well. Is that Thomas Lewis? Is that no. I know Tom. I know where you're at in the standings, Thomas.
No, when he said that was me, he was talking about LeBron yesterday.
Oh yes.
So that was him that had made the mention of LeBron.
Oh, money line. Let's do it. Matt D. Where you been, Matt? Who had the bologna and cheese there, Mindy? Yesterday is Pick Zombie saying, "Hello, Burley." Jeffrey Linton is here. Lakers yesterday. Yeah, that was another disappointing for Bulls all the way. I mean, it really wasn't ever in question, was it, Mindy?
Not really. Bulls got
And
out to a hot start.
I don't know if we didn't talk that much more about the NBA, but I don't know if you have Minnesota. What a crazy game that! Who saw it coming that it would score under 200 points yesterday? I gave out the over on the show with the Golden State game. I didn't know. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Score was, 191 points was like a minute. Was right at the end of the game. This is the week, Mindy. We're just days away.
I know, right?
I got a lot of work done. Yesterday as the games wound down, nothing to handy for the night. I'm watching the, Kings. I'm like, well, you better start tackling this baseball, and all the numbers are ready on my end, as far as I'm concerned. It's all done by hand at the beginning. I can't rely on. I know you might want to see some action. I want to be involved on day one. Burley swept it yesterday. Butterscotch's birthday is tomorrow. So we got to pick the winners today. Yeah, because we're not going to be here tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we'll mention NIT action, Wisconsin and North Texas. North Texas a 2-point favorite. The total 115. It might as well be 95 as far as I'm concerned. Wisconsin and North Texas. Utah Valley and UAB. UAB 2.5. 151.5. I don't think we have any selections. Just want to mention that because we won't be here tomorrow. Tuesday will be our new dark day here on the show. So looks like Dave looking forward to this one tonight. All right. Top G here today. Rude Dog. Rude Dog. Nice to have you, Rude Dog. Great to have you. Great family shot. Oh, man. Hey, there's another newbie.
Right.
Can I say Erlen Betts? I love that. Could be your real name. It could be Betts, kind of like a play on words.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks, Erlen. It didn't feel very good at 5-1. I was like, I had a premium on the over, so I'm like, well, I'm, obviously gonna probably win that, but this 5-1, but man, it just kept coming back. It was 5-3. It was 6-3, 6-4, 6-5. It just kept going, and the Blues kept hitting it. I'm worried about the Kings a little bit. I mean, I know everybody says we get people saying they're frauds a little bit. Obviously, their offense is fraudulent, but they just give up goals so easy sometimes. Yep, how about that? Coyotes puck line against the Avs. I like this hockey card. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Puck! Big Zombies does not like this card. No, we like it. Come on. Michael Thompson here today. Dave talking about what a lot of people, the Blues, watch out for the Blues a little bit, maybe. Burley with UConn. Dimitri is here today as well. Nathan Cerna here today. We got him through Fernando Mendoza. People really, yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. I mean, it's easy to say now, but Mindy, the first words out of my mouth on that game yesterday was I said the Bulls are going to win this game.
Right.
But that was before LeBron, is coming in. But what I thought about when I saw LeBron was in, my first instinct was I like the Bulls even more. I'm not a fade LeBron type of, but when you see a player rushed into the lineup like that, funny, right? Comes off the bench, even only the second time in his career to come off the bench. So yeah, I just did see some talk in the Discord today. We'll invite everyone to the Discord right now. We got to get ready and go with this show, but got a few extra minutes today to talk about the big games. But let me invite everyone to the Discord real quick. And they can join us there for more discussion. Like I said, light day, so we'll be done in just a probably just a few minutes, actually. First half under for Nathan tomorrow. And TJ's happy about the Hurricanes. Like I said, best team money can buy. Gerardo, hello. And I think that will do it. Let's go over quickly to Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at our premium picks here real quick just to see who did well. Here we go. Oh, I'm on top for the one day, but we'll just show it real quick. I went 5-2 yesterday. Our morning steam, Mindy. We had a good day yesterday.
I know, right? Kept it going.
5-3, right? That's all we can do. 5-3, but we had Charlotte. We had Charlotte against Dallas, right? That was a good winner yesterday. We had the what do we have? Brooklyn and Orlando over. That was a winner as well. So some good winners yesterday. Portland, Oklahoma. Was that a winner? Portland, Oklahoma City under? I'm trying to remember.
Let's see.
Don't worry about it.
Under was a winner. The Nets over was a loser. Bulls +3, Hornets +11, San Diego State, the Blues, and then we lost with the Avalanche and the Hurricanes. Boo.
You were ready for me there. Tiffany had 7 winners yesterday. Probably Ben, Sam, and the GM all in the profit. Last 7 days over at Tony's Picks. Hollywood Sam on top, 1,500 units. Tiffany's on right there with 1,400 units, and I'm up there with 1,100 units. Last 30 days, I'm up 30 units. And Nick Bartini really crushing it right now with our newest capper. Really doing well. Take a look at those. All right. Let's go, you guys. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages over at Tony'sPicks.com. Click on the All Cappers tab. Find the handicapper of your choice and get signed up. Use that promo code to join up with Mindy. Mindy, on this day, what do you plan on having with just this shorter card?
Yeah, it's pretty small. I only got 4 plays today. So I got 3 in the NBA, 1 in the NHL. And there they are, right there. I got a NBA 3-pack and a guaranteed best bet in the NHL. All for you right there.
All right, those are the premium picks for Mindy Hahne. So we'll get into the previews right now. She won't be giving us those, but she'll give us some others, and we'll try to make make hay here with our picks for today, starting in the NBA. All right, let me call up the latest lines and get started with the game that we've already been talking about in the chat, for better, for worse.
Right.
Let's see what everyone, a few more comments here before we get going. Yeah, right. Jeffrey, all these guys, right? The team was playing, because look at how they played without LeBron. And then you got to work him in a little bit, right? And you don't go away from LeBron. In fact, you give him heavier, you give the ball to him. So, maybe LeBron, be a team player once in a while. And let these other guys do work, Vanderbilt and Reeves. Shows you, we made fun of the Lakers a little bit, but, look at a guy like Austin Reeves. He's come along with this team. Okay.
All right.
Started. Here we go, Mindy. Mavericks and Pacers are going to lead us off. Yes, the Pacers are up to 1, even 1.5 we see in the chat. Big total here, way up from kind of the send-out number here today, but that's because we've seen Indiana in some pretty wild games. That Hawks game, and then yesterday the same thing happened with the Hawks against the. Well, that one actually ended up going under because it was a massive number. So, okay, here you go, Mindy. Mavericks, our favorite team against the Pacers.
Well, that's the thing, is this Mavericks team, they've been so hit or miss on the road. Pacers did win this game last time outright, 124-122. Dallas has only been averaging about 111 points here. I'm definitely taking the Pacers. I wanted them at +2, but now we're looking at something like a money line play here for the Pacers here today.
All right. And look, we talked about it in the chat or talked about it at the beginning of the show. Who is going to be in?
Right. They're
Who is
mentioning
going
it
to
right
be
now.
out for this game? Well, Luka, I don't think, unless and here's the thing, it's in the morning. Maybe I guess I should have the Twitter machine up because we don't know. I don't think has the suspension been handed down yet. I think we're anticipating that it's going to be. Dave says he does show Luka out. I'm still showing it as possible suspension. So, that troubles me a little bit. I mean, I don't think there's an appeals process because of the, here's the thing, it's a 16th technical. So I think it's automatic and it just hasn't been announced yet. I just don't think you can proceed with now doing your suspension on the 16th technical. It's not like you can appeal something like that, like it's some one-time incident. So we know that the other problem here is Halliburton is on the list to be rested today. So that is of concern also, and Miles Turner is back to questionable, but it doesn't matter for me, Mindy. We know that the Pacers are, it doesn't matter who they're playing. We're going against Dallas, I think. So
Pretty
Ferner
much.
says under. I'm with you, Ferner. Under City, actually, is the way I feel about it. Is no Luka. Look, take advantage, right? It's 234. I mean, it opened. There were some 238 send out lines, so it looks like it's gone down. But I don't know. To me, this game is going to land in the, I would imagine the high 220s if these guys are out. Two of the highest scoring players in the game. So we're them. We're always fading the Mavs at this point. It seems, especially on the road. I don't know. Find a spot to take them. I don't know what it would be. So Pacers here. Pacers. Jeffrey says Luka is out. So again, I don't want to leave the show. I don't want to start looking it up to make sure. I just assume that he is because of the 16th technical. I just don't know if I've actually seen the words other than you guys telling me Luka is out. I guess I could type it into Google and see.
Check the interwebs, Ramon.
No, it just faces suspension. 25 minutes ago, NBA.com faces 1-game suspension. So even NBA.com hasn't said to me officially that he's out. But it feels like he's going to be out because you can't play, unless I just don't think it works that way. All right, perfect under spot here, says Scotch. I can't agree more. Under big, lean the under pace. Pacers and under. No, pig zombies. No. or yes, I mean maybe Kyrie's in there and he goes off and I think it's automatic, Thomas. I think you're right. And but yeah, so maybe it is the Kyrie show and maybe that's okay actually. I would almost maybe he'll go off and score like 45 points and they'll lose by 10 points because he's trying to do it all. And again, remember, it always with Dallas. They don't have the team. They don't have the bench. They made the moves, but we're on Indiana. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Indiana
Right.
every time right now feels like cheating. I've got Indiana.
Feels like cheating.
Got Indiana. Come on, they're going to win by probably 6. They might win by 10. Who knows? Okay, the Bucks don't seem to be bothered by these big point spreads. Mindy, but they're faced with another one here as they take on the Pistons. And our injury of the game is Giannis. I think he's probable, but he is on the injured list. So I guess I can kind of take it back a little bit. He's probable. It's a knee problem, but a few other injuries for the Bucks: Leonard, Dragic, Crowder. Dragic is probable, so maybe we'll get to see him with the Bucks here. The Pistons have Some more injuries today. Burks is out, and they've already had a couple of players, including Bogdo, out. So, um, Bucks 16.5. These lines keep going up.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and take the Bucks here, lay the big points again. I always kind of want to try to get on the Pistons at this point. They just can't seem to do much, and I just can't believe that the Pistons can, get anything back here. I think the Bucks have already beat them by 20 a couple times here already this season. I'm going to take the Bucks.
When I see these totals, 233 every time, it's like it's the Pistons that seem to don't ever get there and cause these games to stay under. And I think that's why you see it constantly under. Now this one's gotten steamed to the over, and I don't like it at all. I want to lay 16.5 points with you here. I don't know though. It just they should roll, but I don't know. Giannis is. I know it says probable. Why not take a day off? I'm worried about 16.5 points. I'll take the under. Just I don't mind, you guys. If you want to lay, does anybody going to lay 16.5 points? Mindy is. I might too, but I just don't know if I can recommend it here on the show. But I feel more comfortable maybe giving out the under in this one, Mindy. That's what I'm
Sure.
going to do. And it got steamed over as well. But to me, the Pistons just don't cooperate as far as getting their share of the points. Sperner on the under here. Thomas Lewis says it's too many for him. He's got to take it. Hello, Darren. Also want to say hello. I saw one other one. I want to say hello to here. Oh, Keith Arway. Hello. Oh, okay. That's huge. That is huge right there. In fact, I would say, Dave, if you indeed believe that to be the case, then I would pounce on this right now because the line has not moved to indicate he's out.
Right.
And if ESPN, the worldwide leader, is saying he's out, I mean, I would recommend. I mean, I got to be honest with you, Mindy. I mean, I think that you should.
You got to be honest with me.
Yeah, thank you. I would say that we should all pounce on this right now. Obviously, Dave is reading the worldwide leader, and the bookmakers are not. Why wouldn't the bookmakers move this line if ESPN has Giannis doubtful? I'm showing 16.5 everywhere. If Giannis is out of the lineup, this thing would be 14.5 at least, if not less, maybe 13. So I would say, now I'm not going to do it because I only have his Dave, and I don't know. I mean, let me see. What do I look up? ESPN.com or as far as he's. Oh, I'm not. Man, I can't confirm it. What do I do? ESPN.com? Do I NBA?
Bucks.
I cannot confirm this. Usually I just go on because the line dictates all. The line tells all, and the bookmakers aren't out here giving away free money. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this 16.5 reflects the fact. I mean, remember, I said Milwaukee got steamed. It was 15. Now it's 16.5. So I would say, really, to me, you have to take the Detroit Pistons here, plus those. I'm not going to because Dave's a great contributor, great information, but the line is not moving. And to me, man, these guys, the Bucks, maybe they're asleep at the wheel. Here's the Bucks over for Demetrius. Burley says the Bucks to cover. That's the way I was looking until Giannis was out. I show him as probable, so that's really a real disparity of status. So see, the Bucks can dominate with their bench. Yeah, even without Giannis maybe, but come on. But 13, 14, whatever it is. Right now it's 16.5 without Giannis. I show him as probable. But I would think this would be the day. This would be the time to take off. So Thomas Lewis already played the under here. That's the way I feel. But if the worldwide leader says it, and we know, I mean, come on, ESPN, are they ever wrong? It's ESPN. Bunch of okay. Burner says open 14. It's gone up to 16 and a half. All right. Let's all right, Mindy. Let's move on. Oh, hello to Solo here as well.
Yeah, see, if I'm looking at ESPN, it says knee is probable for Monday's game against the Pistons. So,
Okay. The Rockets, and some of these spreads aren't going to make you too excited, Mindy. We got the Knicks here, 12.5-point favorite. Anytime these bad teams right now are playing, it's Tankapalooza, I guess. But the Knicks are 12.5. Now they're 13, and the total is 230.
yeah, I mean, it seems to be the time for the favorites here to just force their will on these folks. Knicks here, they're better shooters. They're the better team defensively. They're 8-2 in their last 10 with the Rockets. Rockets 2-10 on back-to-backs. I'm going to take the Knicks here, minus 13.
All right. I will join you, I guess. Kind of wanted the Bucks until that Giannis update. The Knicks here, yeah, I'll grab them with you. 12 and the Knicks don't feel like a team that wants to cover 13 points, man. But I'll do it.
All right.
Maybe it's slim pickings. I don't know. Here's Corday. He wants the under. Jeffrey Linton's talking college hockey. How about Quinnipiac loading up yesterday on Ohio State? We saw Michigan with the win over Penn State. Yep.
Okay. Oh, man. Rockets money line.
Interesting here. Yeah, Corday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Knicks don't feel like the team to do it. Berner says doesn't like it. They've been getting numbers. I mean, the Knicks have been, obviously we all know they're playing pretty well, and I haven't done too bad on when we're starting to get to some of these bigger spreads. I've been on the right dogs. I've been on the right favorites. I'm going to take the favorite here with you, Mindy. Man, I want to take the Bucks. Okay, let's take the Knicks. Oh, because I don't think they can win this one. Zombies. Yeah, Ferner says it'll go. I don't know. It is a little 229.5. Maybe it could sneak over. I don't have it going way over here. A lot of people are interested in the Rockets here. And Julius Randle there looks like is under for Demetrius. All right, let's take the Knicks, Mindy. Got to lay 13. Okay.
Okay.
Suns and Jazz. The Suns on the road here, 6.5, 234.
I'm going to take the Jazz. They've covered the spread now, 7 of their last 9 games here. Phoenix, only once in the last 9 have they covered the spread. Utah also 22-15 at home, and they need a win to keep rolling in this, race for the playoffs here as well. I'm going to take the Jazz today plus the points at home.
And our injury of the day. I don't know if I had, I neglected the injury of the day report with the Rockets and the Knicks. Obviously, it's Jalen Brunson, so that was another factor about maybe why not don't take the Knicks, but it's got a hand injury. Here, it's Lauri Markkanen, another big-time player, questionable for this game. Ayton's moved up to probable. Here, I'll take Utah with you, even with Markkanen questionable. Just Utah, they're overlooked now, right? I mean, they made the trade, so people were kind of like, maybe Utah's not too in, but they're covering right now spreads, and they're a home underdog. we think of Phoenix maybe as low score. This one I think is going to be out of this world. I think this one is a way over possibly. But let's get on the Jazz here.
So Ramon, TJ via Discord said that Giannis is doubtful via the ESPN app, but when I looked up at ESPN.com, it did not say doubtful, but it does say doubtful in the information that he
Thank you.
sent me. If that makes any difference to anyone.
All I would say on this, okay, because we're just going on this information again. I mean, I pay good money for a service that anybody who follows my injury updates. Sometimes I'm beating, uh, thank you for the compliments in the Discord. See it where people say, "Oh, Ramon knows this." I don't know this. I just pay for a service that's faster than, I mean, the information gets out there, and these people are paid to like monitor this stuff, so I get the information very quick, and then it usually comes out a couple minutes later, where the general public then starts to get word of it. And there's been no line movement. So the thing is, if you think that believing this ESP, I don't mean to keep bugging on this with Dave.
Right.
I'm just saying there's got to be, where there's smoke, there's fire sometimes, right? So if you think there is any chance that Giannis is not going to play in this game, you have to take these points right now at 16.5, because this thing's going to go down to 14 or 13 if he does not play. Even if you don't think they can cover, you might be interested in middling this game at a 16 and 13 middle with 4 points of coverage, if you will, even if you buy it each way. So that's just something to consider. The market has not adjusted for him being out, in my opinion. A Giannis-less Bucks is not going to be 16.5 points favored, even over the lowly Pistons. Here's Jeffrey Linton on the under in this game. Jazz auto bet. Yeah, well, I think in this spot for sure, I really feel like that. You said Jazz, right? I'm on the Jazz, Mindy.
Yep. Red Jazz on
Too
that
much
Jazz.
if you don't want, other than everyone. Yeah, Jazz, too many injuries. Yeah, there's a few more injuries even than Markkanen in there, but man, they just seem to be, find a way to get the money at home right now. Jeffrey Linton here on the Suns. It's definitely a mixed bag in the chat, I think, on this one. See there, though. And let's see here. Pick Zombies probably not even going to watch tonight with these bad matchups. We're on the Jazz here.
All right. Philadelphia
on the road against the Nuggets. The Nuggets are -5. And the total here has been going up. This one got steamed higher, Mindy. Up. Nuggets 5 and 230.
Well, the Nuggets have won 4 out of their last 5 games here, making 52% of their shots. The 76ers, I don't know, they're, pretty decent, I guess, on the road. But they've been having trouble scoring here as of late. Nuggets have held the last 3 opponents to under 105. That would be the Bucks, the Knicks, and the Nets. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nuggets here.
Okay. I like the Nuggets as well in this one. I just think it's a very good spot. Nuggets continue to be strong at home. Sixers, we did see that game against Phoenix. What did you guys think of it? Look, I don't think there's any problems here with the Sixers, but look, let's take a look at our injury of the game update for the Sixers and the Nuggets. Well, just Joel Embiid and James Harden are questionable for this game. Which one do you think will play? Will both of them play? We saw last game, they're both on the injured list. They're both questionable. And that makes me feel uncomfortable with Philly on the road. I think it's reflected in the line here at 5.5. I don't think it'd be 5.5 if those guys weren't questionable. I think we all respect Philly enough that they would still compete in this game, even though they're on a road trip here. Thomas says he doesn't expect Harden to play. Nuggets and under here. I wonder if actually this one might end up turning, depending on whether those two play, but it might cost. You see the line here? It's 229 half 230. I'm starting to think that it's an over situation. Not going against you though. Nuggets. This seems to be here's a consensus play, Mindy, if I've ever seen one here. Everyone's just piling on at this point. Boy, look at that. Hi, Steph. We got you. Yeah, we got you on that play of the day for sure. Demetrius, though, says the points a little bit too much. I'll take them even without Harden or Embiid, or hope that they're in there. Maybe one of them makes the lineup. Harden, that he's got the more significant injury, I would think, right? With his was it Achilles, I think, or okay. All right, we're on it, Mindy. We've got some
Let's do
over
it.
in the NBA for sure. Let's go to the Timberwolves here and the Kings. Some discussion earlier on this one. The Kings are favored by 5. Total 241 now. This one's been all over the place.
Yeah, where was that at?
I don't know.
242,
Well,
241.
yeah, it opened as high as 246 at one book, but my window goes kind of much lower than this. But these two teams, they seem to play a lot of highest, they go
Sure.
over a lot.
Yeah, the last one, Wolves won it 138 to
Oh
134.
my gosh.
But so I'm gonna actually take the Timberwolves here again today. They are 6-2-1 in their last 9 meetings, 3-1 the last 4 head to head there as well. What I think they got is it Edwards back, right? But then they
Yeah.
have a couple more folks questionable still. I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I'm still gonna go with the Timberwolves here.
Yeah, the main injury here is De'Aaron Fox. He is questionable with a hamstring injury, so that's another major player that could miss the game in this one. I'm still going to take it over 241. I think over gets my call in this one. What are you guys doing here? No, Tony is the injury report king, I think. To me, it's where you start every time, especially in the NBA. Right, I make fun of it because we have to make these picks now, and like yesterday with LeBron. But that's funny. I just thought when I saw LeBron was in, I didn't hesitate. Right, kind of like making the picks with the premiums, and I talked about because I actually ended up losing. I had the under. Maybe that's where I was concerned with LeBron in. I had a premium pick on the under, one of my 2 losses, and but we of course had the Bulls, and I was like, oh, I don't mind that LeBron's in. I like the Bulls even more. Not that LeBron's terrible, but we just, like you guys said in the chat, something's not right. Here's Kings and over for Jamal. Thomas Lewis likes the Kings, but Burley likes the Timberwolves. Scotch likes the Timberwolves. Timberwolves done a nice job with their little winning streak all of a sudden, and it kind of coincides with Cat maybe a little bit back. I know we were making fun of him a little bit on his return. Wasn't perfect, but certainly since he's come back a little bit, this streak is starting to happen now. Dave says King's game is an over. Good. I like that Dave likes it, so I'll take the over as my free pick, and Mindy will be on the Wolves here. I would lean Kings. Fox is an injury where, the line will move when he's declared in, so it will go up probably to 6 or so. And but I agree. I think, and he's one player where I would pay attention maybe to the injury report where it affects it. Right? He's a scorer, but he's kind of more of a, I don't know, I want to say team player a little bit. Dave's on the Timberwolves here. They tried to scare us off the Bulls, but we weren't buying into it. So there's plenty of support for the Wolves there with you, Mindy. And maybe some over with me.
Sounds good.
241. Fox comes in. This thing's going back up probably to 240, 244 or something like that, I would think. Okay, no play for us, but let's take a look now at the Pelicans. I bought into it I bought into the Pelicans uh, last time, and let's see how they fare here because they're almost a double-digit favorite. In fact, they are now 10, maybe even 10 and a half at some places, but they're on a roll again. All of a sudden, here they are with a 4-game win streak and a cover streak. No, I didn't buy into him on that game against the. That was that. That was it. I had the Clippers whiff on that one. So it's the Pelicans red hot. The Blazers are not, and the Pelicans are laying double digits on the road.
Right. But I mean, the way I look at it is like the Pelicans have been kind of my nemesis, right? But now they've won 5 of 6. They're 9 for in their last 13 against the spread here. 4-0 playing on some days rest. Trailblazers, they're 1-5 against the spread, lost 5 straight now. I have the Trailblazers getting pretty beat up here. What they've lost by 14 points or so in the last 5 of 7 games. I'm going to take the Pelicans here.
All right, Mindy, on the Pelicans, I feel pretty uncomfortable. But I mean, I feel like it's Pelicans. I want to say hello to Neftali Tahan coming to us from the two old ladies feed. And do you guys do parlays? And of course, Mindy and I think we agree. I think Mindy and I are no non-parlay people, but we all like to have a little fun now and then, or maybe some money line parlays when we can't get on a side or total or something. But um, I don't, if anyone's putting the words grow bankroll and parlays in the same sentence, I don't think that that is the answer. And I always think that if you're going to play parlays, to play 2-team round robins. But do you have anything to say to your viewer, Neftali?
Well, I mean, I definitely think if you go into, again, like Ramon said, if you watch the start of some of my shows, I always say, no big unit plays or parlays. For me, there isn't any game that is more significant than the next, right? But I do kind of feel like, the way that, say, some of the sports betting apps are right now, they give you the free money for same game parlays, stuff like that. And so I have found it helpful for me to get in the Discord. So we'd like for you to go ahead and join. Ramon can put that in there. But yeah, I mean, it is a good place where we have lots of folks in here. I know we have Ron, we have Scotch. I know we have other folks that are really successful, at doing parlays. And so, I mean, you can go ahead and trail those guys on the Discord. They're pretty good.
Yep, not for everybody, but parlays certainly can score that big payday. Again, you really should only long term the percentages will be against you because of the takeout. Really, I mean parlays are always your. Whereas on a straight bet, if you continue to bet just straight bets, for example, we always say 11 to win 10. So a lot of people think that it's always going to be 10%, 9%, but it's really only 4.5% because you're going to win half of those plays if flipping a coin. So here, you're talking about 4.5%, and playing parlay as a takeout is much, much greater. It's not so much you won't win your share of parlays, but the book has already taken out a greater percentage of your winnings because you're betting a parlay. So that's a problem long term with parlays. But
Plus,
we all love it.
parlays are 6 to 1 odds, 8 to 1 odds. I mean, so basically, what you're going to win 1 out of every 8 times. I know some folks here do better than that, but again, I think if you're going to do this for the long run, I would go ahead and bet these, straight bets. And then once you've, gone with your same unit plays for probably 2-3 weeks, something like that, and you're playing with house money, then you can go ahead and increase your $10 bet to $15 bets. And have some goals in mind for you to how you want to go ahead and increase that bankroll.
But Mindy, my parlay today would be the Bucks money line, the Knicks money line, and the Pelicans money line.
There you go. See, and those are fine. Like,
I'm a wimp.
that's why you get big money. I mean, like, I say if you're gonna do it, that's what you do. You pick winners and put those big money line folks together. May not pay great, but the odds are good.
I'm a wimp.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Thomas Lewis says he'll
But a
take.
unit is whatever you bet, right? So if you are a $10 better, that is your unit. At Tony'sPicks.com, we use a $100 bet as our unit. All right.
Point there. A good point there. Want to mention while I just talked about the Wolves and the Kings, and I recommended the over and just got steamed to the under. In fact, right now I'm showing the steam. Timberwolves and Kings are like down to 238 at one online sports book. So whoops. Now the Knicks also got steamed. Look, they're up to 14 already
Oh,
uh,
geez.
here. That one's on the move. Yeah. And the next game is getting steamed right now as well. The Clippers and the Bulls over. We're going to get to that game, but it's up to 221 and a half. Here we go. We'll kind of take a look at that one. But just want to finish up the thought here on New Orleans and Portland with the injury report of the day for this game, because although we're talking about New Orleans, and now the game is up to 11. Here we're seeing more action. So to me, that might indicate that Damian Lillard, who's on the injured list in this one with a calf injury, it's funny because we've already actually, I don't know, last show I said I think he's shut down for the year. Well, he's on the injury report today as questionable. So that to me is almost like an upgrade. I thought he was shut down. I thought that was going to be it for Lillard. So I don't know. Maybe he's not going to play today. That's why it's gone up to 11. But just the fact that he's on the injury list just shows that to me that maybe he's not done for the season. Now the Blazers have other injuries: Simons, Nurkic, Grant, Baji. They're all on the injured list as questionable, and Winslow is out. So they do have a lot of problems right now. Portland, can New Orleans get another win and cover, laying these double digits? They did beat San Antonio at home by they covered 14 points at home. Here they're going to have to cover like 11 on the road. So, all right, Mindy is on the Pelicans. You said, Mindy?
That's it.
I am on the under in Portland. Is down to 226 and a half. Yeah, I'm on the under with New Orleans and Portland. Okay. All right. Is this pen dead? Oh no.
What are you gonna do?
Grab another one, but Pelicans and under. Verley goes over. I'm way behind here. Pelicans. Uh, Blazers here. Parlays and bankroll. All right. Thomas says, what's around? That's when you put all your parlays together and you kind of go. So, like you say, you have three teams that I just mentioned. I know I mentioned on a money line. Let's just say it's against the spread: the Bucks, the Knicks, the Pelicans. So you're going to take a parlay, a two-teamer with the Bucks and the Knicks. You're going to take the Bucks, the Pelicans. You're going to take the Pelicans and the Knicks. You're going to kind of just put them all in as two-teamers.
Yeah, and your app will have a place to say, usually, hey, do you want to bet this as a round robin? And you just click yes, and then it will put all of the scenarios there together for you, because you're going to be playing like the 3 2-teamers, the 1 3-teamer, that sort of thing.
All right, yeah, join us, Neftali. I put the link up there in the chat, so you can go over there and join us, and maybe we can maybe go into it a little bit more and help you out. We will, or someone will, because we got some great contributors here. Yeah, no, we all agree, but Kevin, funny. Okay. Oh God, pick zombie. Let's get through this so we can eat.
Someone's going to get us on the food track. It always happens, right?
And Rocco here today. And he's talking tennis already. He's talking tennis. You think I gotta, maybe when these fields starts to whittle down this week, baseball's starting. I haven't done anything since but I did see one match was just came across as canceled. The Molcan Medvedev match came across here, canceled today. So, okay. All right, Mindy, one more here in the NBA. The Bulls and the Clippers team just came in on the over. Now the total here is up to, what is it going to be? 221.5. The Clippers are favored by 4.
I'm gonna take the Bulls today. They've suddenly, just kind of broken out of their shell, I guess you might want to say. They're going 7-2 over their last 9 against the spread. Chicago's 4-1 head to head in LA. This is where I think the Clippers are still without George, Leonard, that sort of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bulls.
Kawhi might be probable today, though, and that's going to put me on the under in this one. I don't know if I mind the Bulls here getting the points, but I think for me, I feel more comfortable with the under. The Clippers at home. Anybody that watches the show knows we've done it quite a bit, and for good reason. The Clippers have been a smashing success at home, and I think here against the Bulls, I'm going to go under. Mindy's going to take the Bulls plus 4 points. I'm going to go under in this one. Let's see what our team is going to do here with this one. Neftali, you should be able to see it.
Because I was like, I might have to do it on my end since it's streaming off of my side.
Oh, okay.
Right?
They don't get that same chat, huh? Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Where do I find the invite on the Discord, Ramon?
When you go to the Discord, it's up like in the upper left-hand corner under the Tony's Picks. You where the text channels are,
Mm-hmm.
and that should be a drop-down menu. It should say Server Boost, invite people.
Okay, there it is.
So okay, hopefully that will work. Otherwise, we'll work on it again, Neftali. If we have to do it tomorrow, please take it back. Dave asking about that new chicken sandwich there at McDonald's.
Right. So I posted it on my side, so hopefully you'll be able to get.
Okay. Fernando's setting me up with a softball here.
Right.
I don't know if you guys watch. Fernando Tatis is having pretty good spring training. Okay, here's a Ferner with the Bulls. Butterscotch, our Chicago correspondent, Demetrius likes the under. Jeffrey on the under.
What did you like, Ramon?
I'm on the under, of course.
Under.
I'm on the under. Bulls are hot, says Brent. He will take them. Which Paul George is out. Fernando says Bulls. Burley, Bulls. Cesar likes the Bulls. Well, he hopes the Bulls. The Adams lock is the Bulls. Okay, good job. You guys got that figured out. Good. Okay, great. That's a look at NBA. I promised we'd be out of here in an hour, and we're not. Let's go to hockey. Try to get this done. And take a look here. Top of the board. We got a lot of sevens, Mindy. Goals are expected today. Florida and Ottawa. Ottawa is favored here. No, I'm sorry. Florida, of course, is favored here. $1.35. The total 7 under.
All right. We got the Panthers and the Senators. My pick's going to be the Senators here today. I'll take them a little bit of plus money. 1-2 over their last 3, scoring 3.5 goals. Panthers 0-3, only scoring 2. I like how the Senators have been playing as of late. We'll take them.
I love the Senators in this game, don't you? I think look, this could be 7, 8 goals, maybe. I think it's going to get there. I think it's going to be close to getting there anyway. So 4-3, maybe they get the empty netter. I don't know if I feel totally confident going over here, but I agree with this. That it's a 7, and I'm going to go with the Senators plus money. Yes, yes, yes. I'm all about it. I think we scored with them last time at home.
Right.
So let's do it. No comments here as we get into hockey, but we'll do it. We'll move on. Let's keep going. We can get this done quickly if no one wants to take any hockey. Maybe with us, they're just listening for the hockey picks because they're so good. Let's take a look at the Canadians and the Sabres. Another 7 here, Mindy. But in this one, the Sabres are a big favorite. Down to $2, though. There's been, some action here, both on the over and maybe on the Canadians, too. But the Steam came in on the over.
Yeah, I like the over here. That's how I'm going to go. Uh, over the last 5 year, both teams are 2-3. Both are allowing about 4.5 goals a game here. The over is 4-0, and the Canadians last 4, 5-1-1. The Sabres last 7 there as well. Going over the big number 7.
I'll do it. I'll do it with
All
you.
right.
I'm going over 7. How is this
I
game?
know you don't really like to go over 7 much.
I do on this one. I do on this one. So maybe that said, maybe we make sure, maybe we all should do it. Let's listen to Ramon for one. I do like the over in this game. Here is Jeffrey Adams says, I can't believe I'm betting all this hockey today. So Jeffrey, Canadians and over. Pick Zombie says, Canadians feels right. I agree. Pick Zombies. In fact, I'll probably do them on the puck line. It's only $1.35 or so, but I might even play some money line here with Montreal today. Not butterscotch though. He's going to look to save that money and take Buffalo in regulation. I like the Canadians today in this one. But let's take the over as our pick here on the show. We're 2 for 2. Where's Latifa?
Maybe still working. Never not working.
The Devils on the road. They're on the road. And they're facing the Islanders. It's down to $1.20 here. So maybe the action's on the Islanders. And the total here is 6 under 15.
Well, I'm actually going to go over the total in this one today. Can't quite figure out this Devils team here. They're only 1-2 over their last 3. I mean, they're still scoring 3 goals a game, but just really haven't been as consistent as I would like them to be. But the over is 7-0 in the Devils' last 8. And the over is 4-0-1. The Islanders' last 5. So going over the total here.
Mindy goes over. I'm not sold on it here necessarily, but I just have it probably too close to call in this one. But I will take the Devils. They're on the road, right, gang? I'm on the Devils here on the road. So Jeffrey maybe here taking the Warriors, the Devils. Butterscotch on New Jersey. Brent says Islanders own the Devils. Okay, I don't mind the season series here, but I know the Devils on the road. I can't stop playing the Devils on the road. I don't think I could give all. I think I could lose the rest of the season, and I still might end up profitable with the Devils on the road.
Probably so.
Brent says, "Watch out! Come on, 4-15 against the Isles. Wow." All right, Mindy on the Devils. I'm on the over. Vice versa. I'm on the Devils. Mindy's on the over. Oh boy, here's another one of my favorites. The Kraken. They're on the road. Minnesota $1.30 here, 6 under 15.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I think it should be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. It is 4-0 in the Wild's last 4 after they allow a couple goals the previous game, and 6-1 to the over in the Kraken's last 7, playing on a day's rest here. Kraken finally scoring some goals. I'm going to take the over.
All right, I'm going to change pens. Got a new pen.
It's officially gone.
Yeah, obviously this one's done. Do as much writing as I do on these games. You're going to have a stack of pens ready to roll. All right, I'm going to take the Kraken. Of course, I'm going to take the Kraken. They're on the road. Come on, Mindy. What are we doing here? You could take the over. That's fine. Especially the way the Kraken. I mean, they have 6 goals in the first period and a half the other day. Yeah, it'll be tougher against Minnesota here, but I know what you're saying. Maybe with the over here, but I'm going to go the Kraken. Why not? They're on the road. Maybe, hey, here's my right? I might parlay these road. Montreal, New Jersey, and Seattle. There's my 3-teamer.
You got it? Good.
The new pen alert. Okay, here's look at this. This is a Scotch lock.
Heck yeah.
Well, then I'll just stay off, as I was going to play the under and not tell you guys. Not
and
gonna.
not tell you.
Well, right. I'm not gonna go against Mindy on. I'm just gonna pivot on that one. We got enough game. There's not a lot of games here. Dave says he'll be on the Wild today. Hi, March Reviews here today. Great to see you. All right, I'm on the Kraken. Mindy's on the over. We're almost done.
Almost.
The Avalanche on the road here against the Ducks. The Avalanche are minus 260. 6.5. Over is now slightly taking the action here at minus
Ah, that
115.
over's taking the action, huh?
Yeah, well, it's moved up. I mean, I don't know. That's what the
Well, good.
book.
I mean, whatever. I like the under. Avalanche 2-1 over their last three, scoring 3 goals a game. Ducks 0-3 now, only putting up 2. Under 4-1 the Avalanche last 5. Under 7-0 in the last 7 meetings in Anaheim. I'm gonna go ahead and take the under.
I'm going to take the under as well, Mindy. I feel very strong about this game going under, probably because I think Colorado. Look, it says Jonas Johansson maybe, but I did see some Gurdjieff in there, so we'll see. I only know that. Oh, actually, you know what? I think he is actually the only confirmed goalie. Actually, let me see here. Today, I'm going to check this out. Um, Johansson might be the only confirmed goalie here. Butterscotch is on the under here. Neftali, nice. Thank you very much for that. And take a look at the handicapper leaderboards over at our website and check out the morning steam hockey if you have time. Maybe I should put it up, but let me see here on the confirmed goalie report. Yeah, Johansson's the only confirmed goalie, so it will not be Gurdjieff today. I want under, however. I think Colorado. Here's another one. Maybe this is what I should be making the big money line parlay. Throw them in there, Colorado today. So, all right. Every morning but Tuesday.
Every morning but Tuesday.
Neftali will probably forget about us tomorrow and
never come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all my fault. I need 1 day of rest. Ramon, he's a machine. He can keep going. Not me. I'm probably gonna take off after this show and just sleep till till I have to get up tomorrow. How about that? So yeah, we're off on Tuesdays. Other than that, we're here every Wednesday through Monday, 8 a.m. Central, depending on where you are in the world.
All right, last game up. Edmonton. Here's another 7. Edmonton and Arizona. The Oilers actually got steamed, Mindy. I'm showing the Oilers are up now to as high as 330 at some places, but there's still some 310s, 315s. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. They're still minus 300 here against the mighty Coyotes.
Right. I'm just going to go ahead and go under in this one. Oilers 3-1 over their last 4, putting up almost 5 goals a game. Coyotes, I don't know how much they can, hang in this one here. 0-4, only putting up 1 to 2 goals a game here. Oilers definitely should be doing most of the scoring here, I think, in this one. I'm going to go ahead and hit the under.
All right. And let's see here. Scotch has got Arizona plus 2.5 as his lock. I cannot take 2.5 on the show. I will take 1.5. And I don't mind it actually at plus $1.15 or so. Fernando says, take the Coyotes. I like the Coyotes. I think they will score over those averages that Mindy said. Yes, Arizona's had some problems. Well, look, I mean, we know what we're dealing with here with Arizona, but I will say it again, among teams, if you bet them at home, you could just, we talk about parlays and undisciplined. You could pretty much take Arizona at home all year. They are the most profitable team at home than any other team in the league. I want to say by far. They're up 17 units at home this season. I don't think there's anybody close. Even Boston is only 8 units up at home this year. So Arizona tremendously profitable. Again, it's not a matter of winning every game. We know that it's about winning every other game, right? And at plus, look at what they are tonight here, plus 270 or so. So that'll take care. You only have to win one out of 2 point whatever, and you'll be profitable. So I'll take Arizona here plus a goal and a half tonight. Pick Zombie says team. He's got the team total for the Oilers over. That goes against what Mindy was saying, so watch out. Fernando talking. We're still on International Soccer Week here today. There's a bunch of Euro games. I did see the Lagarettos brothers, I think, with some premium plays today in some of those afternoon games in Euro qualification today. But also we are talking about this one in the CONCACAF Nations League with USA and El Salvador today. I don't have anything for you in that. So thanks a lot, everybody. Great show. Mindy, I'm on the Coyotes on the puck line. Mindy's on the under. So we got some plays today. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on the morning's team. Head on over to our website, tonyspicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks as well as Mindy's with the Monday NBA and Monday night spectacular 3-pack. Check it out. Get Mindy's 3-pack of plays over there for just $25. Great buy right there. And also she's got her NHL play, the $15 best bet today over there at tonyspicks.com. Wonder what game it is.
Should I let you know?
No, if it's
Okay.
your only play $15, I will tell you it's not one of those that she gave out. So that does eliminate 6 possibilities here. So it still leaves 12 possibilities, I would think. Take a look at the handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot. Then click on the premium picks. Click on the multi-packs here. Tiffany's got a 5-pack today in the of games, and then she broke it down there in a 3-pack. Here's Collins. He's got a 3-pack on the ice, 5-pack in the NBA. I'll tell you what, our cappers aren't slowing down despite this Monday schedule, and why should they? Like I said, the handicapper leaderboards have been deep for a week right now. Bookmakers are taking a victory lap after the NCAA tournament so far, but that hasn't been the case with us over at Tony's Picks. Pretty strong performance by the cappers. Just take a look. First, we mentioned Tiffany. Tiffany's record over there. Look at this over the week, 1444. I'll point out, though, that hockey for Team Steam, once again, so far this year, you click on that, and there we are at plus 1,700 units, 17 and a half units. If you take it to $100 per game, throw me in there, and so almost over 31 units. So, all right, Mindy is getting the plays up. Here they come. Let's take a look at what we have today. We have the hockey. Senators money line, Canadians over, Avalanche under. NBA, Pacers, Knicks minus the points, Jazz plus the points, and Nuggets. Thanks a lot, Thomas. Thanks a lot, Jeffrey. Naftali, it was great to have you. We look forward to talking with you and helping you on your path. That's why everybody's here, all 2 of you. Mindy, the thing's broken right now. I don't think we have 2 viewers, but if we did, I would quit. Sorry, Tony. 2 viewers. I think the thing's broken there for temporarily. Curtis, good to see you. Ferner, good to see you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you back here on Wednesday with more Morning Steam, and we're getting close, Mindy, to Major League Baseball. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to – I don't know what we're – oh, Kong, hi, Kong. Nice to see you today. Yeah, it's not working on my end, so thanks for showing that. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to approach it, Mindy. You're the executive producer. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about that. But I know
Right.
I know to
Too much
begin, I'm
pressure.
sure we'll probably be talking about a lot of baseball games. Um, I know there'll be baseball all summer long, but
The Cubs, the Royals, the Padres. Who else we got? Who else?
those are our favorites, maybe. Tony's Dodgers, certainly. So,
Right.
all right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Really appreciate you. Sorry we took so long, such a short schedule, but we talked about other stuff as well. All right. Thanks. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.